Hey, howdy, hey, my name is Jay, and today I'm going to be giving a senior speech to the class of 2020 that I never thought I was going to be able to give this on a stage anyway, so I might have had a couple of drafts before this, but COVID-19 has given us some weird circumstances, so here it is. Hello. I hope that this message finds you in a place where you are able to accept it genuinely and for the full meaning and impact I intend for it. Graduation in 2020 has been anything but simple. I can't blow it off like the angsty teen in me desperately wants to, like my sister did by not walking across the stage, even though she did graduate. And neither can I embrace it like LeBron James and Barack Obama and my mom congratulate me on because of these perilous times we live in. I find myself stuck, not only in writing this speech, but finishing the paper that I need to finish to get a passing grade in English. Funny enough, I finished that paper after receiving my cap and gown. As I said, this graduation has been weird. It's that physical contact to school that made me want to finish school strong and be a good Lancer. And in this hope, I hope to not preach from a high horse, but to share the best lessons I have gotten from school. Anyway, empathy is the trait of a great person. I know this not only from an excellent novel that we had to read freshman year with Atticus Finch telling us about equality of all Americans in the eyes of the law, but in talking to teachers and seeing the young students within them who join this awesome profession to change the status quo from when they were students. I think that a hero doesn't need to wear a cape, just to have the initiative to do good every single day. Teachers are exemplary in this lighting. Every day they get up at the crack of dawn, or near to it, to meet groggy teens who would not want anything more than to be sleeping in bed or making TikTok videos. Not slamming TikTok, just saying my cat's better than me. Like, okay. He can do the whoa. He can nay-nay. That's like a dead trend. He's been keeping me company. He's a good cat. Anyway. Just say, public school teachers face adversity every day and don't give up in trying to don't give up in trying to teach their passions. Thank you. I feel I speak for at least a lot of my peers in saying what I would not give to go back to a normal class in person with all of you. Thank you. Courage is knowing what choice to make during adversity. In writing this speech, the most difficult task I had was binding together a message that would reach everyone who may hear this, from the nerds, the athletically inclined, the cynics, and the unenlightened. To be clear, we are all in one of those groups at one point or another. I think I'm in all of them right now. Specifically, the athletically inclined. When in AP Econ, the class was doing an example of diminishing marginal utility with a square which people had to do push-ups in. Diminishing marginal utility, for those of you that did not take an AP Econ class, is it's the idea that you will get less benefit the more you do of something. So if I pet my cat for like an hour, I'll be pretty happy. He keeps my lap warm. It's mutually beneficial. If I pet him for 9 hours, I'll lose the opportunity cost of going to the bathroom, eating food, socializing with other people. Also, he might try to leave, and then I'd have to keep for the night. It's just not beneficial. But we did it with push-ups instead. We actually broke the example because everyone in the class, even though we were all in this 4x4 or 4x6 little square, there was probably 6 or 8 of us doing push-ups. We kept increasing the amount of push-ups even though we kept adding people, which you would think becomes inefficient. Shout out to Aiden Laporta. Totally supported that class. Did way more push-ups than anybody. Also Chad for counting my half push-ups. Thanks, Chad. Aiden, I think we kind of got burned, Michael burned, in the class superlatives, senior superlatives. Huh? I got third for ClassCon. He got second. Michael Berg got first. Anyway, say what you mean and mean what you say. Using double entendres to sarcastically disregard your adversaries in life will only feed the fire of division that is already rife in this country. Also, we would all learn from Matthew Fraser the power of our words. Matthew Fraser, First Amendment, landmark Supreme Court case. You guys didn't take AP Gov? Dang. You should understand your civil liberties and rights. That's pretty important. Matthew Fraser gave a speech at his high school that basically incited a riot, where several people were hurt physically, emotionally. Women were groped. It was awful. Needless to say, I can count on my speech being at least a little better than his. Huh? Yeah. But it became a landmark court case for free speech in saying that in a school, you cannot shout fire when there isn't fire. You can't incite damage and do harm with your words. Now, in American society, that's not necessarily the case because they said as long as you are within that institution, my cat left, good thing for diminishing marginal utility. It was getting over now. That there may be a decrease of freedom in school and what you can say, but that means in the outside world, there's a decrease in safety. And it's Benjamin Franklin who said, anybody who's willing to sacrifice entirely safety for security or security entirely for safety does not deserve either. Be kind for no reason. A good deed is its own reward. Not only did you put good into the world that may come back to you, or may not, but the memory of that good deed and the fact that you were good in that moment can inspire you to be good in the future, which is a whole world of good. If you expect me to tie in math to real life, or into the speech, that's easy, actually. The skills of logic and reasoning are only truly put to the test when you face equations and logic puzzles at first appearing impossible, made clear through the patience and passion of our teachers, found in physics and math. Statistically speaking, though, everyone who hates math and science just ignored that entire last portion. Oh, well. Be grateful for everything you have, because you don't know when you'll lose it. Like toilet paper. I don't want to lose that. My Aunt Karen teaches kindergarten, and she teaches all of the kids at least one lesson by the time they leave. And that's the golden rule. I know that everybody had a different high school experience than me. They put in different amounts of work to get the same diploma that I did, but what I can tell you is that I want you to remember that we are stronger together as humanity, as the human race, than any individual will be. It is with this I give you a fond farewell. Until I see you again, live long and prosper.